Why is he double cheeked up like that? Y'all couldn't afford just a little bit more on the budget. What's good, YouTube? Today we're gonna be looking at hilarious ripoffs of popular movies. I didn't know popular movies could have ripoffs. I would assume they would get like some sort of copyright. We're gonna see how terrible these ripoffs could possibly be. Without further ado, let's get started.
You know what they say, every masterpiece has its cheap copy.
Yup.
Nowhere is this more prevalent than in the movie business.
Okay.
Yet, from such classics as Triassic World.
What was that terrible CGI? No, this definitely was made on CapCut. This dinosaur doesn't even look like he should be here.
To the profoundly moving The Amazing Bulk.
Okay, that boo-fast edit is one thing. Running in the same place is actually atrocious. Why are you moving like that?
The Amazing Bulk.
Okay.
Get ready for a wild ride as we look at some of the most hilarious movie ripoffs ever.
Let's get it.
Metal Iron Hero Man.
You couldn't have just called it Metal Man. Metal Man didn't sound good to y'all. Really think about it. If we're gonna make a movie, you need a production team, you need a camera crew, you need mics up. You guys actually went together and you're like, hear me out, y'all. If they liked Iron Man, Metal Iron Hero Man. Did you genuinely think this was gonna be popular? Like, let me hear it.
In 2008, Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man flew into theaters, and movies would never be the same. The movie follows Kyle Finn, a young man who puts on an experimental suit.
Is this like a horror version of this shit? Why does this does this not look like a villain? I'm sorry, I feel like this is some shit like you go against for like the final round or some shit. This does not look like the hero. I don't expect someone that looks like this to save me.
Suit of armor and gets stuck inside. He uses the power the suit gives him to... Wait, hold on. That's not Iron Man. It's Metal Man. Released in the same year as Iron Man, Metal Man, sometimes known as Iron Hero, is a mockbuster. Mockbusters are low-budget rip-off movies released on DVD around the same time as their inspiration.
But why though? What's the whole point in this? Do y'all think these are supposed to be funny, or do y'all think they genuinely try to make it so that they're acting good? So this gotta be like the Darman before there was Darman, because there's no way you guys actually thought that this would hit.
The aim, to confuse someone's grandma into buying it for their grandkid instead of the real deal. Only this is what they find.
What the fuck is that supposed to be? Is that supposed to be aura? Is this supposed to be a shield? What's going on here? Bro, I'm telling you, these are just iMovie ass presets, bro.
That was quite possibly the lamest takedown I've ever seen. Not to mention that awful suit. It looks more like a rubber monster from 90s Power Rangers shows than a mechanical marvel. Heck, at least Power Rangers had great fight choreography.
It did.
This, not so much.
They're walking to each other. Like, I don't even think they want to hit each other. Did y'all repeat 5 angles of some weak ass kick? No, this is $2 CGI. The budget for this movie had to be $20. There's no way. 8 replays for that weak ass kick. Were we supposed to be like, huh?
Yeesh.
And what is that Minecraft hit sound effect?
Production company behind this disaster, Summerhill Films, is a name you'll definitely hear again before this video is over. It's no stranger to schlock like this. After I struggled my way through, I took to IMDb to see how others fared. This guy put it best when he warned, "Do not operate heavy machinery after watching this movie. Side effects may include drowsiness, lack of focus, drooling, loss of faith in humanity, and rectal leakage."
How terrible does a movie have to be for your ass to feel like you got a diarrhea, bro? 24 out of 25 people found this helpful. I swear to God, yo, let anyone have a side effect of losing their faith in humanity after watching my movie, you will never see me in show business again, bro. I would personally be asked to be taken away from like the credit scene of this movie.
Ugh. I couldn't have said it better myself. If you're enjoying watching me suffer for all finished? Great. Let's take a deep breath and dive back into more ridiculous ripoffs.
What's next?
An Optimus Crime.
No, that's genuinely what this is. You know what? At least your title reflects what you guys are doing. This shit should be criminal. Someone should be arrested for this. This looks like the monster off of Shark Boy and Fire Girl. This looks like that teacher that turned into that cyborg. There's no way you guys have enough money to turn cars into robots.
If you had to guess which movie 2007's Transmorphers was ripping off, I'm sure you'd say Transformers. And you'd be right, partly. It was totally designed to rip off the blockbuster, but in name only. You see, this one actually rips off Terminator's dystopian future more than the battle between Autobots and Decepticons.
Okay.
What a twist. The movie
Yeah, because I highly doubt they have enough money to do that.
follows a group of beautiful survivors in leather jackets planning to take back Earth from its mechanical conquerors. They sit around underground jackets planning to take back Earth from its mechanical conquerors.
Y'all are playing with me, bro. You stole this clip for some PS2 video game. There's no way this is real.
They sit around underground, bickering with each other for most of the runtime, and sometimes, if you're really lucky, you get to see some giant robot action.
I'm sorry. What was that supposed to be? This nigga just spread dookie. You telling me there's not shit coming out of the robot? Am I tripping? That does not look like a missile at all.
Yes, the special effects are laughable, like something ripped straight from a bad PS3 game. I guess
Literally.
now I understand why they're so reluctant to give us good looks at the robots. So, who's responsible for this travesty? The answer is the Asylum, probably the single most notorious purveyor of mockbusters in the
100 million BC, War of the Worlds, and what is this called? Doomsday Meteor. Wow, like bro, why don't you just actually try to make a movie without trying to copy someone else? You ever thought of that?
is. I mean, one look at their website and you get a good idea of the breadth and quality of their back catalog. Who else loved 2020's Top Gunner? But Transmorpher's biggest problem isn't its shameless knockoff-itude. It's that it's supremely boring. The plot, if you can even call it that, is just a bunch of stale Hollywood cliches held together with duct tape. I'd follow the advice of IMDb reviewer Captain Capcom here when they say, don't watch it. If someone gives this to you as a gift, throw it away and punch them. Punch them hard. The only way one can view this film is having one's eyes taped open, tied to a chair with a vomit bucket close.
There has to be some shit where you could actually delete people's reviews, right? Because this would actually hurt my feelings. Because if you really think about it, all of these people recorded this, had actual script lines, practiced it, memorized it, had multiple takes, just for someone to say you deserve to get punched hard. I feel like after seeing some shit like this, I'd actually quit filming this. That means they actually had to make a profit, right? If he's keeping on doing.
Super Zeros. He's one of the most recognizable superheroes.
No, he's not. I speak for everyone when I say we do not know who this is. The outfit is pretty fire though.
In the world, stalking the night in a black cowl as he hunts criminals and brings them to cold, hard justice.
Okay.
Also, he's bat-themed. That's right, it's the Black Bat.
Y'all deserve to get sued. Yeah, I will say the mask is cool, but what is this? Are you combining two people? At least the character is white though. Like, if he was black, I wouldn't think this is some sort of racist shit.
2012 mockbuster Rise of the Black Bat was released by genius director/rock star Brett Kelly. You know, the man responsible for such smash hits as Ouija Shark, Raiders of the Lost Shark, and
Ouija shark? You're combining the Ouija board and a shark? Are we serious? This is some complete bullshittery, bro. There is no reason why a lady should be taking a Ouija board to the ocean. I know when you were in college class learning how to film, the teacher probably like gave you your assignment with the paper flipped to its back, right? Try better next time.
Jurassic Shark. Clearly, he wanted to branch out with Black Bat.
But okay, I'm actually curious. How would you even combine a Ouija board and a shark? How do you combine those two plots?
As well as being far too dark, it's boring, poorly made, and designed solely to ride the hype of Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight trilogy.
Motherfucker, that's Christopher No. Don't disrespect Christopher Nolan like that. He would look at some shit like that and actually throw up. Don't come at my goat.
But who is the Black Bat? Well, he's Tony Quinn, a lawyer blinded by acid who gains superhuman senses to... wait, hang on. Didn't Daredevil get blinded, then develop his superpowers? The Black Bat is just the secret love child of Marvel's Matt Murdock and DC's Bruce Wayne, right? Well, no, actually. Let me explain. Rise of the Black Bat represents a brand of mockbuster I like to call the Super Zero.
I've seen Darman skits better than this. A man gets acid to his eyes and he can see better.
Super Zeros are low-budget movies made to cash in on the popularity of mainstream superheroes by using Z-list, royalty-free comic book characters from beyond the dawn of time. That's right, Black Bat is actually a super old comic book character that came out before both Batman and Daredevil. But the
Technically, Batman is copying that.
Black Bat's movie outing is utter
cook.
garbage that had me bashing my head against the wall, begging for it to be over.
You put on quite a show, believe me. Glad you enjoyed it, scum.
Okay, you ain't gotta talk like him though.
Yeah, so Bruce and Matt still have one over on him.
Okay.
And with the movie currently sitting at a miserable 1.3 out of 10 on IMDb, I'm not alone in that opinion. But don't worry, there are plenty of other Super Zero movies out there, like 2010's Avenging Force, The Scarab. Ew. This rancid flick follows, again, a bunch of royalty-free characters in a tropey superhero movie knockoff. See such classic characters as the Scarab, Lady Satan, and of course, Black Terror.
And all you'll remember is terror.
Bro, you are the least intimidating man I've ever seen in a film. Look at his makeup. I'm sorry, this man looks nice. Please at least try to get actors that actually know how to act before spending this much money on a bootleg film. Avenging Force? That's what you named this shit? No, this is 100% a college project. I feel like all these movies are actually college projects.
As well as having the cheesiest lines, he's sporting the worst Punisher cosplay ever. This turd of a movie was also lain by our good buddy Brett Kelly, which explains why the Scarab seems to be wearing the exact same mask as the Black Bat. The whole thing feels like a clear
Avenging Force?
Avengers knockoff. And given that Marvel was building towards the first Avengers movie at the time, it's entirely possible. In the finale, the Scarab wants the magic scroll or whatever, so allows himself to get beaten up for
Y'all just got anyone from across the street, right? You want to be in a movie? You want to be in the big screens? You want this to be your big opportunity? Yeah, just line up here. These people are all related. You can't convince me that this is not like a family company. What is this? So in the plot point, the main character has to get ridiculed so he could get the scroll?
nearly a minute straight for basically no reason.
That's a squish noise. Who punches somebody like that? At least get the punch effect accurate. Dude, yeah. Like at least try, bro. If we're gonna make a bootleg film, at least try.
Yeah, I won't subject you to the full sequence because I don't want
I'm not calling this team to help me out with anything. This is like the villain's dumb henchman.
anybody to unsubscribe. The last Super Zero I want to show you today is 2013's Captain Battle: Legacy War. 3 guesses what this poster wants you to think of. In it, a soldier is mortally wounded and saved by his medic pal's magic super serum, becoming Captain Battle. Despite
Your buddy super serum? I'm sorry, if my buddy told me, "Ayo, bro, take this serum," I'm not taking that shit. That sounds freaky. That red dude is supposed to be Ada. Okay.
such a unique plot, the movie shares the dubious honor of scoring 1.3 on IMDb with Rise of the Black Bat. So, unsurprisingly, it sucks.
I'm getting tired of that sound effect. Can you put a better punch sound effect? You could download this shit from YouTube. It's so easy. I can make a better sound effect than that.
I don't think I need to say it, but this is clearly a lazy attempt to capitalize on the newfound popularity of Captain America after his big screen debut in 2011. Heck, they even have a big red villain a la the Red Skull for the final showdown, or at least slightly red. Looks like their budget didn't allow for more than a brush worth of face paint. And who's they? No, not Brett Kelly this time, but Summerhill Entertainment.
You guys have a whole production company. This is not even one person. I already know they went bankrupt. I'm sorry, if I'm an investor, I'm not putting a dime into y'all.
The
at all.
filmmakers responsible for Metal Man. What champs? Which of these Super Zeros looks the worst? A Muggle movie. Who
Aren't muggles supposed to be the ones without the power?
can forget the first time they heard that iconic line, "You're a wizard, Billy"? Yes, many of our childhoods were shaped by the mystical adventures of Billy Owens. I'm yanking your chain, of course. Billy Owens is a 2008 Canadian Harry Potter ripoff produced on a shoestring budget. I mean, the cast was likely paid in shoestrings found in the director's attic. So, if you've ever
Wow.
lain awake at night wondering what exactly a Canadian Harry Potter would look like, well,
What?
here's your answer.
Abracadabra!
They didn't even get sticks?
Alakazam!
Where's the stick?
Please!
Okay.
Magic.
Dude, at least with Harry Potter, we heard shit like Avacadabra. And this one we got please. So what's the magic in that?
Where it really is, please.
It's exactly what I thought it'd be. When Billy Owens turns 11, he learns that a world of magic and monsters exists. With his two friends,
This is not even magic. This is literally Snapchat filters. These are TikTok filters.
Canadian Hermione and Canadian Ron, he meets up with a little goblin fella, fights a dragon, and even hangs out with wrestling legend Roddy Piper. It's genuinely amazing to me
Is this where all the budget went? Roddy Piper?
that they managed to get an actual celebrity to appear in this crappy movie. A movie that one reviewer angrily remarked they want to fight. I can't imagine why.
Wanting to fight a movie?
Mr. Mold, did you know that the chances of being born at the stroke of 11 on the 11th of November are 137 million to 1?
What to do now, B.O.? Cry?
Did you know that baby snakes are often more dangerous than their parents?
Go to the Phoenix. He can help you with the final challenge.
Like, you telling me this is not a high school project? You're actually lying to me. I feel like a lot of these, like, dialogues are so useless. We were watching a movie about wizardry, and people are talking about snakes.
Did you know that
Or birth.
octopi change their color when they're frightened?
Yo, bro, shut up! Nobody asked!
Did you know that friendship is the strongest bond between two friends?
Seriously, what is this? It seems like the writers Googled Hermione Granger, saw that she's the smart one, and just had her replacement spew these annoying factoids at random intervals. Makes me want to hurl. And I hope you're sitting down for this last tidbit. Despite how much this thing sucks, it somehow got a sequel 2 years later. My brain hurts enough from the first one. Though I suppose if you wanted me to take a look at the second Billy
Secret to a
Owens
Bootleg is
extravaganza
crazy.
in a follow-up video, I'll
The fact that this man actually looked at all the rip-off movies is actually admirable.
rest assured I've saved the best for the end. Take a deep breath and enjoy.
Okay. Why is he double cheeked up like that? Y'all couldn't afford just a little bit more on the budget. The way that boy walking kind of like, if you like other Hulks, hey, let me know, bro.
This is The Amazing Bulk, and it's the best worst movie I've ever
This is a green screen. Y'all are not even at the actual location.
seen. Released in 2012, Bulk here was obviously riding the superhero hype of the day with a ripoff of the Incredible Hulk. Legally distinct, of course. See, the Hulk is green, and Bulk is purple. So it's a totally unique character. In this completely original story, a mild-mannered scientist named Henry Howard attempts to make a superhuman formula for the military. He's also deeply
They're literally running in the same place. Could you guys at least have found a green screen of a place that's actually real? It looks cartoony.
in love.
X100. Sally, you look poor today. Take these
looks
pennies
so
and toss them in a
unrealistic.
pond.
Then you can't catch me?
If it's not abundantly obvious, the entirety of this flick is shot in front of a green screen, with liberal use of stock assets. The brilliant minds behind it must have bought a jumbo value pack of backdrops, characters, and props and just flung them all together.
Literally.
Mind-blowingly. Anyway, Henry's girlfriend Hannah is the daughter of his angry military boss, the General. And he won't give a
My thing is, how do you get that much people to co-sign off a movie this terrible? Like, they had to be laughing when they made this, right? How much do you think they paid these actors and actresses? It has to be like a crisp 20, right? I feel like some of them did it for free.
our hero his blessing to marry Hannah unless he proves the superhuman formula works. So, Henry tests it on himself. Enter the Bulk.
So a random tornado just popped up.
What the hell is that?
Well, it ain't Barney the purple dinosaur.
That was actually funny. I'll give y'all that one. That one wasn't that bad.
Yeah, not quite what you had in mind by superhuman, right? Regardless, the General tasks the
Yeah,
Bulk
that shit looks more like the Grimace shape.
with dealing with an incredibly overacted German supervillain. So our purple hero invades his castle, which is apparently only guarded
Yo, he does not look intimidating at all. And why he double thicked up?
by two guys in t-shirts. After making his way through the halls to the bad guy, Bulk and Henry dispatches of him easily. But here's the twist. Following his victory, he's betrayed by the General, who sends the military after him, leading to the single greatest chase scene in cinema history.
So the people after him are cartoon archers? Y'all didn't have enough more money to like hire anyone else? You getting Sims characters to be the arch enemies? Zeus! Zeus! Okay. Apparently we're introducing everyone to this movie. Zeus is part of the military, and then he just goes into the desert. A tank? A lizard?
Holy cow. Well, that's pretty much all she wrote. Henry and the general fall dramatically off a roof and conk it shortly after this. What a journey. But we're not done yet. This
Why didn't you transform?
movie is clearly in a different league to anything else we've seen. What the heck's the story behind it? Well, the director is a guy named
girl with a soccer
Louis
ball.
Schoenbrunn, an
Okay.
indie filmmaker who fell in love with the idea of making a
Okay.
superhero movie
What?
using only green screen. The bulk was the end result and cost a grand total of $14,000 to make,
Damn.
almost 11,000 times less than 2008's The Incredible.
Okay, I think you could have done more with that. I genuinely think I can make a better movie than that. 14K for that, bro. I'm not gonna lie, you got scammed. You used green screens. You didn't even use actual locations.
Incredible Hulk, which had a budget of $150 million. And $2,000 of the bulk's budget was spent on all those CG characters and sets. Unfortunately for Lewis, reviewers were, less than kind. But Big Lou hasn't been dissuaded. In fact, in an interview, he claimed that anybody who believes his movie is garbage is just jealous that they aren't filmmakers like
No, I think I speak for everyone when I say, bro, it was actually just genuinely terrible.
him. That's certainly one way to deal with criticism. Either way, I'm firmly on board for Bulk 2. And
Yup, I think I speak for everyone when I say we all need amazing bulk too. Anyways, YouTube, those are the most hilarious ripoffs. Let me know which one you thought was the worst one. Let me know if you guys ever watched any ripoffs yourself. Join us on Twitch. Make sure you guys subscribe. Road to 800,000 subscribers. Love y'all, man. Waxer for life. Love y'all.